Alright, what's going on guys? Right back at it again in here for the audio video for you guys for today, and of course in here for my Raw review. And I gotta say overall Raw was pretty good last night. And before I get into my Raw review, I just want to let you guys know I did have a change of plans with my show in the hot seat for this week. And instead of doing usual topics of what's going on, this is going to be a special episode, of course, especially what happened with Edge this week, which I will get into later on in this audio video. I will be doing a special in the hot seat about Edge, so if you guys want to be a part of that, I might have 2 or 3 guests joining me for this week, depending on what's going on. So if you guys want to be a part of that special Edge episode, definitely let me know. And yeah, so now that I got that out of the way, let's move on right into the Raw review. Alright, with Raw, we did kick things off with John Cena basically coming out saying he wants the WWE Championship back, and looking to make this The Rock versus John Cena match a WWE Championship match if he does indeed win it. Then we had guys like John Morrison, Dolph Ziggler, and Truth, believe it or not, coming out, and basically all wanting a challenge to face The Miz at Extreme Rules for the WWE Championship. And that's what basically in the way we got, which was a #1 contenders match, and it was a gauntlet match for the #1 contendership for the main event of the evening. So that's what basically happened with that. Alright, right after that, we did finally get to see an Awesome Kong video package, basically saying that she will be debuting, and I'm actually looking forward to seeing Awesome Kong make her debut, hopefully sometime, maybe if not this month, probably if not next month, I'm sure about that. But anyway, we did have the Divas Championship on the line, Eve Torres taking on Brie Bella here, and it was a pretty good matchup, not a whole lot to say about this match, but we saw the dropkick, the clotheslines, Eve, making sure we didn't get to see Twin Magic in this. Of course, we did get to see it anyway. We did get to see the move as well in this match, and that's why we do have a brand new Divas champion in Brie Bella. I'm not really happy about that. In my opinion, I would rather see Eve Torres, still the Divas champion, but sad to say, Brie Bella is the new Divas champion, so that's it with that one. Then right after that, we did have the in-ring debut of Sin Cara, and I gotta say, I was really impressed by this guy. He was taking on Primo in his first ever matchup, and with that, I was impressed. We saw a couple of cool stuff by Sin Cara, like a Hurricanrana, some of the moves that we did get to see when he attacked Sheamus and Jack Swagger. So this guy is really awesome. We saw a really cool, actually sick finisher. I don't know what the name of it is as of yet, but I guess it kind of looked like a flying STL if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. But it was a really awesome move, and I did enjoy that. And Sin Cara does win his first match in the WWE, so I'm looking forward for good things for Sin Cara. And even though his finisher was botched by Primo, but nonetheless it was a good debut for Sin Cara. Alright, moving along, right after that we did have an 8-man tag team matchup. We had the Core taking on Santino's team. Of course, this was with Evan Bourne, Mark Henry, and Daniel Bryan. And this was not too bad. I actually enjoyed the SmackDown match more than this 8-man tag, to be honest. But anyway, we saw everyone getting involved. We see double teams in this matchup, of course. But in the end, the Core ends up getting the victory and taking out Santino's team in this one. So that's what basically happened with that. So it wasn't too bad of a tag team match, but that's basically it with that one. Alright, then we get into Jack Swagger taking on Jerry the King Lawler here in basically a rematch. And then with this one, if the King won a match, he would get to choose a stipulation for his matchup at Extreme Rules. And if, Michael Cole's team won, I believe it was the same way, just the other way around for Extreme Rules. But yeah, this is, pretty good matchup between these two. We had Jerry the King Lawler being accompanied by JR, of course, at ringside, so that was cool to see JR back there. And this is pretty good. You see this headlock here, the suplex, not too much to talk about really. but in the end, the King ends up winning this matchup and having his choice for Extreme Rules, which will be a tag team match. So that's what basically happened with that one, and it would be the King and JR against Jack Swagger and Michael Cole. Alright, then we get into the part where I talk about Edge here in this one, and with this, I did hear rumors about it pretty briefly, but I wasn't expecting this to happen so quickly like that, and that is, yes, Edge did announce his retirement last night on Raw, and it was a good promo by Edge, thanking the fans, saying that his doctor's saying that he is unable to really wrestle, losing feelings in his hands, I believe he said. So, I wasn't expecting it to happen, this soon like this, especially, with him facing, was going to face Build W at Extreme Rules. But I will, take this time to thank Edge for everything. He's definitely one of my favorite wrestlers and favorite wrestlers of all time. And I do have a lot of favorite Edge matches, and I wish him the very best. So hopefully we get to see him again soon. And yeah, that's basically I'm going to leave it off with that. Alright, so moving along to the main event, we have Dolph Ziggler taking on Randy Orton first in his gauntlet match, and what was going, as a good match, what we did get to see, the sleeper hold here, the scoop slam, and the DDT, but then we have interference by basically all the Nexus members coming back, getting their payback after what Randy Orton did, trying to taking them out, punching them all in the head, and now attacking them, costing him his chance to becoming #1 contender. Dolph Ziggler ends up winning this match due to the interference of the new Nexus. So that's what basically happened with that. Alright, from there we move on to Dolph Ziggler taking on R-Truth, and with this one, this was going pretty well too in itself. What we did get to see briefly, the elbow here, the arm lock, the suplex, as well as the sleeper hold by Dolph Ziggler, as well as the neck breaker too, and the STL in this match, and R-Truth actually getting the defeat on Dolph Ziggler and taking out Dolph Ziggler in this match, so he is no longer in the gauntlet match. And right after that, we did get to see John Morrison getting into this mix-up and having John Morrison taking out R-Truth before we had John Cena as the final guy in this gauntlet match. And what we did get to see from R-Truth and John Morrison, basically, the leg drops here, the headlock, the running knee by John Morrison, the leg sweep too, and the double clothesline by both guys, and that stunner leg move that R-Truth does. In this match, we almost got to see in the way of a double count out, but they were able to get up before the count of 10, so that was good with that. But interestingly enough, when John Morrison was going for the Starship Pain, R-Truth rolls out of the way and actually gets the win here and advancing it into facing John Cena in the last part of the gauntlet match, and John Cena comes out after that. Basically what we did get to see right after that, the drop kick here, R-Truth really kicking out of this match. A lot of John Cena's moves, I should say. We see the leg drop from the top rope as well, the 5-knuckle shuffle. And with that one, we did get to see a double disqualification when A-Rod and The Miz went to interfere in this match and wanting to not face neither of them. And then we have, sadly, interruption by the GM, and basically saying that it is going to be a triple threat match. R-Truth, believe it or not, John Cena, and The Miz all for the WWE Championship at Extreme Rules. So that's what basically came to close to Monday Night Raw, and that was a pretty good Raw, I will say that. And that about does it for my Raw review. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on Raw. Thoughts on Edge, of course, definitely. And if you guys want to be a part of that special in the hot seat episode for this week, of course, definitely let me know. And yeah, so that about does it for my Raw review for this week. Let me know what you guys liked or didn't like about the show, of course, as always. And as always, I will talk to you guys later on. Peace.